Shalom, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the document, all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, Makim. Man, I'm going to get into this image right here, man, from, about a week or two ago about how, they're roughing up the migrants down on the border. Well, truthfully, the Levite, the Asians down on the border, man, And I'm just watching some things on YouTube, and this rapper, who I'm gonna show a little clips of his video, where he's talking about how all these rappers should be coming together and helping out what's going on down there, and this and that to the third. Which I feel you, I hear you, but that could be that's the battle cry for all of America. And not only that, you got to realize these rappers are just showing you the money that they have right then and there. They don't really have that type of money like that. And if they do, they can't spend it like that. They have to let their help handlers know where the money's going, And that's just the name of the game. But at the end of the day, our people are still just blindly believing in the system, man. They're doing whatever it takes to try to keep this system going. Working hard, they're trying to build here and everything, But at the same time, in a lot of these different places that America has touched and had its wicked hand in, their economy is crumbling. They gotta flee. They got civil war going on in their spots. They got natural disasters, earthquakes, and different things of that nature. But at the end of the day, look how the enemy handles them, man. Around this time period when this picture was being taken, you had the so-called terrorists being flown in. They had just blown up their country, And I know a lot of America's politics is off of money, greed, wealth, deceit. They blew up those Afghans country and destroyed all those different countries over in the Middle East, and now they're allowing them to fly in by the airplane loads. But over in Haiti, they had an earthquake. They had different things going on. America stays going over there doing business, whether it be the Clintons, your Levi pants are made over there. You have different corporations are over there and stuff. So why won't they help put a helping hand out from the brothers over there? Well, it's easy because Levi's destroyed them. The French in the French Revolution, not the French Revolution, but the Haitian Revolution, and they still have resentment. They still got to pay taxes to that. That was one of the main things. One of the main things in the Esau's clandestine plan to rule the earth. He had that one. He had that one major blow to him. He couldn't really conquer him, but he did at the end of the day because he put trade embargoes. He allowed the country to go into different coup d'etats by killing different presidents. Just having the country unstable. And these different type of things, also having different countries always go against you. What's one of the number one things they always say about the Haitians? They say they always got AIDS. Where the fuck this shit come from, man? That's because Esau always bring that narrative up, man. When I was younger, in the 80s, and when I used to ask my mama as a kid, and that hate was being brought about, in the news heavy, because that's one of Esau's number one propagandas is the news, The news will turn you against your own mama and your own daddy. Let them play that narrative and you watching it. That's why he said to my mama, stop watching the news so much. But at one particular time, the news was of value. And, back in the day, I was watching it. I couldn't understand as a kid. I said, what's going on? Why do they hate them so much? Why do people talk bad? She explained it to me. And then as I got older, I did my own research and I found out that this revolution was it was no joke. It was a hell of a blow. It was devastating. It was a smack in the face, politically, financially. You could go on and on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it was the Lord's plan. But where do we find ourselves now to this day? Because this revolution was back in like 1800s or something like that. But now we're in 2021, So where do we find ourselves? We still find ourselves, the Levites are being, the Haitian brothers is being, brothers and sisters are being taxed heavy over there. They can't get a foot over there. The help comes, and the help is in form of they try to kill them, man. They had one time they had the earthquake over there a few years back, and they brought in some goddamn Elam soldiers from India, and all of them were sick with malaria and shit. And they knew this. And the United Nations knew this, and they still flew them in with the malaria in their body. And what did they do? They pooed and pissed all in their river system. So what happened was they contaminated a village or two down the stream. Dudes had to drink and use the water. The fish and everything had to, This is what the devil does, man. Let me bring this out. This is why I'm speaking. This is Ecclesiastes. I'm going to start at 10 this is 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. And how wickedness is that, man? You trust his enemy, and he does some wicked shit like that. He brings in help, and they're supposed to come help you, but they're actually sickening you and making you worse, man. He says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hadness wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. This devil, man, went nowhere. Like I say, this happened back in the 1800s when the so-called Haitians whooped them, and they still had a whole resentment to this day of that, man. I ran down trade embargoes, man. When help comes in, it ain't help. They're trying to kill him, man. I just gave you a scenario of Elon coming through with the poo, man. These devils knew that these Marks had malaria in their system, man, and still allowed them to fly on a plane over here to Haiti and poison villages and towns with that shit, man. It's well documented, man, because one thing this devil does is documents everything, man. And let me continue. He says, who will pity a child? This is Ecclesiastes 10, 12, and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come near wild beasts, man? And in these days right now, man, where they got this Vanessa out here, and in my mind, because I know how this devil works, man. If you continuously go to this devil, he gonna be like, hey, man, all right, you want help, you need help, guess what I'm gonna give you, man? I'm gonna give you help, but you gonna have to take this. And what does that come in, man? That form of that fucking, you know what I'm saying, that Vanessa, that Vanessa is the first thing, and then after that comes that Marcus Aurelius, These are the times, man. We are in the times when the last days the scriptures speak about, man. Ain't no building up here in Babylon, man. It's over with, man. Once you think you're gonna build up in Babylon, he's gonna hit you with these two or three things that's out right now, and one is out. Yeah, it's out. It's been out. But we ain't talked about Wisconsin in a minute, and the soft square stuff, man. That was a buzzing thing of 2-3 years ago, man. How they were had their employees all chipped up and stuff, and were able to get into different events and different things. What about down in Vista, Florida? There's different is that the right time? But it's like the state was Florida. I can't remember the town exactly, but they got towns where those people have been allowing the Marcus Aurelius in their system, man. Let me continue. So he says, yeah, man. So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. So one that goeth to a sinner, who is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity him, man? These people getting jacked up. I'm talking about the people that's taking these different things, man. They're catching all sorts of symptoms, man. Who gonna pity them, man? Who gonna pity these people, man? The men of the Lord, man, we got a job to do, man. And we gotta worry about ourselves foremost, man, and then do the Lord's work too as well. But at the end of the day, man, we gotta pray for the brotherhood, man, and continue to do His work, man. But man, this devil's coming down hard, man. You see our people, man. Let me show you another image, man. Yeah, man. They ready to whip them up, man. That's what they are, man. Let me bring this out. This is Isaiah 30, and I'm gonna start at 2. No, let me start at the top, man. I'm sorry, Isaiah 30 and 1. He said, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and they cover what they covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, man. You know, and who they looking for, man? The devil to help them, man. You rebellious children, man. You don't know who you are, man. Matter of fact, yeah, people don't know who they are, man. And to back up who they are, man. You know what I'm saying? In these times, man. You know, the scriptures speak about you know, it would be something to be able to wake up, you know, and there would be the elect to be able to push this word and understand the times that we're in. And, you know, and 2/3 of our people would be asleep, man. The ones who would be awoken would be the 1/4, man. Here's a verse, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring out real fast because it speaks about the times. 2 Thessalonians 2:2, that they ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit nor by word, nor by the letter as from us, as that was in the day of Mashiach as at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, man. You know, and our people, they had to be, you know, they didn't know who they were at first. Now it was time for waking up, man. And now the son of perdition is being revealed, man. Our enemy, our pure enemy, he's on the horseback. You know, there's a verse right here, Ecclesiastes 10:6, like, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth, man. These verses are about us, man. We're walking upon the earth while servants are on horses, man. You know, and we have to look up at them, man. But this rule, this wicked queendom is coming to an end right before our very eyes, man. With the different nations of the 12 tribes returning back here, well, not returning, but coming here to Babylon to set up for these race riots and things. This is great come here, man. This great upheaval that's going to come here. You know, and these are the times we're speaking of. But, you know, I just wanted to put these images in your head. Let me also put this video real fast before I end this.
Well, being Haitian, when you've seen these imageries of like the cowboys,
that shit is crazy,
lassoing Haitians and treating them like cattle, essentially. How did you
unbelievable, feel? Unbelievable that this is 2021. I seen it look like I was watching a slave movie. Yeah, whips, they had whips and all that. I said, wait, this shit is 2021, and this is happening with human beings. And where's the uproar in the hip hop community? There is none. You know what a person gonna do? Post it. But these guys with the voices, where's that? Where's Kanye? Where's Puffy? Where's the guys who will tell you to go drink liquor and tell you what liquor to drink and tell you what car to drive and tell the guys who have all this influence in our community? Why are they not speaking up, saying, hey, we got to come together. Let's pull our resources together and go help our people. These are our fucking people. If this was anybody else, people would be pulling together to go help their people. We don't do that shit. We got all these millionaires, athletes, entertainers, but nobody comes together and creates nothing unless let's go make more money. Let's go